Come in.
Hi.
You must be. Yeah, you must be George's mom.
I am. Nice to meet you.
Yes,
I'm Armani.
Hi. So yeah, we have some things we need to talk about.
Okay.
So we actually brought your son into the office the other day.
Mm-hmm.
We caught him with something we needed to bring you in to talk to you about. He had a doll that he had brought in.
He got in trouble for a doll.
Yes, I'm assuming you don't know about this doll. So this was a kind of a sexual matter. He was caught in an inappropriate position with a doll that he brought from home.
I don't understand.
Okay, so this is what we had caught him with.
That's impossible.
I'm sorry. I mean, he was found with this in his possession by his teacher in the middle of class.
His teacher found him?
Mm-hmm.
How do you know it's his?
He was caught with it in his possession.
Okay, but what if another student brought it?
Whether they brought it or not, he was caught with this object. So, I mean, regardless of who had brought it in, how we had found your son is the main issue.
Why am I just finding out about this now? Why didn't I get a call from the teacher?
The teacher actually informed me as soon as they found out, and I called you directly. So you got
days
the information.
ago.
As far as I was concerned, you got the call today, and we're bringing you in today to talk about this.
When did this happen?
This was today.
Huh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know how he would get that. Georgie is an amazing kid, and I mean, boys will be boys. I don't know where he got it from. Are any other students getting penalized for this?
No other students were caught indisposed.
So he was just playing with this by himself?
He was playing with himself, by himself, with this toy, yes.
So he didn't expose any other students?
He exposed himself to the students, which is the main issue.
But there was no students around.
It was in the middle of class. There was plenty of students around. As you'll see in actually our code of conduct book.
I think you're just setting him up, to be honest.
Ma'am, this is a serious issue. I mean,
But the story doesn't make sense. He was
alone. Could be involved in this.
Okay, I don't think the police need to get involved. Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys, but this young man exposed himself to his entire class.
Okay, weren't you once a young boy?
I was a young boy, but if I was to expose myself to my entire class, I would have to deal with the consequences.
But you just told me that nobody else was in the class.
No, I said the entire class was in class.
Not before that.
No, I didn't, ma'am.
Okay, well, I think this is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see here in the code of conduct, I mean, we can expel him directly for this this offense right now. Mm-hmm. I mean, wanted to bring you in and talk to you about this, see if you had any input in this matter.
I do have some input. I don't think expulsion is necessary. I mean, are any other students offended by it? What did he show?
His penis.
To the doll.
To the whole class with the doll, yes.
Maybe it was biology. Maybe they were...
No, this is history class. Regardless of what class it is, as you know, you can expose yourself to other people.
Maybe they were learning about Greek mythology or Greek history. I mean, they were all doing
No one else exposed themselves, no matter what the subject may have been. Your son exposed himself to his students, his fellow students in his class. Like I said, we have the ability to expel him for this. We wanted to bring you in to see if there's anything you wanted to possibly talk about or possibly work out with us. Maybe some kind of after-school program. Point being, ma'am, we have 3 more quarters left of this year, and your son's going to be going into his first year of college. This will go on his permanent record. We will be talking about expulsion if we can't figure something out.
Okay, let's figure something out. Let's turn this incident into sexual education class, which you guys don't provide.
Ma'am, I feel like you're not taking this matter seriously at all. I'm not sure what's going on here. This definitely is a reflection of your parenting.
Excuse me?
Yes, on how your son's
parenting.
Yes, on your parenting. How your son's coming into school like this, and I can tell by your demeanor on this whole thing, thinking that it's a joke.
It's not a joke. I mean, you guys are the authoritative figures here. You guys should have known. Hey, how did this get so far in class that my son can whip out his penis in front of everybody? Where was the fucking teacher?
That's a great question. We asked the exact same thing. How did it get so far as to come into our class? That is a direct reflection of your parenting, that this kid is bringing something into our school and exposing himself to the rest of his students. How are we supposed to stop him from bringing that in? He got it from home.
I'm sorry, but maybe your teacher, in the middle of a room full of students, should have noticed, hey, a kid is interrupting the class and bringing this out and being a disturbance. So much so that he actually pulled his cock out.
Yeah.
No.
You just described the whole situation.
Yeah, but you know what? Somebody should have stopped it. That's a reflection of you guys.
We stopped him when he pulled it out, and we pulling him.
How did it get that far?
Okay, so I called you in here to work with you on this, but it's obvious that's not where this is going to go. So we're just going to go ahead and move to expel. We already have all the information we need.
No, that's not necessary.
You can go ahead and just get out of the office. We're done dealing with this. You're obviously someone I can't be talking to you about this kind of situation. We've already discussed the options. We're moved to an expel. He'll be expelled. They'll be going in his permanent record.
I don't think that's necessary. I'm sure we can figure something out for him.
I mean, honestly, that seems like the last bit of action we can really work on is just getting him expelled. It's going to be on his transcript, so him going into college, this will be something that will follow.
Can't you just give him some detention?
Again, I mean, with this kind of severity of the situation, I don't really feel like detention is going to cover the whole.
He's a good student. He's never been disruptive or a problem. I'm sure we can work something out for him. Please do not expel my son for one incident.
I'll admit this is the only incident we've had with your son. This is a pretty severe incident, as you can see. It covers on the whole code of conduct here. So I mean, we can move to expel. I mean, what would be your suggestion?
I'm sure we can work something out. What do you think? It's not worth ruining his entire future just for doing something indecent once. We were all kids. We were all doing stupid things once, twice, a couple times. But it's not worth ruining somebody's entire future. Do you agree?
Yeah, so this is a situation you're probably going to need to talk to your husband about then, I would say.
Me and my husband got divorced like a while ago. He's not exactly in the picture anymore. It's been really hard as a single mom. It's really hot in here. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I know that can be hard. That could be a big issue on what's going on here, possibly. Now, don't get upset now. It's not that big of a deal.
I mean, I'm not a bad mom. It's like, I don't know how I messed up. I'm so sorry.